Part 6, Rime of the Ancient Mariner. As you'll remember, the narrator is just kind of coming out of being thrown back because the ship took off so fast. And as he's coming out of this, where he was passed out, he's hearing these voices talk about him. And one of them was like, he's got penance done, but more to do. So it's talking about how the curse is not broken yet. He's not done. So onward we go. The voices are still talking. First voice. But tell me, speak again, with thy soft response renewing. What makes the ship drive on so fast? What is the ocean doing? Still as a slave before his lord, the ocean hath no blast. His great bright eye most silently up to the moon is cast. If he may know which way to go, for she guides him smooth or grim. See, brother, see how graciously she looketh down on him. But why drives on that ship so fast, without or wave or wind? The air is cut away before, and closes from behind. Fly, brother, fly, more high, or we shall be belated. For slow and slow the ship will go, when the mariner's trance has abated. I woke, and we were sailing on, as in a gentle weather. 'Twas night, calm night. The moon was high, and the dead men stood together. So the dead men are back, sailing the ship at night. When the sun rises, they all gather around the mast, and their souls fly out of their mouth to the sun. All stood together on the deck for a charnel dungeon fitter. All fixed on me their stony eyes, that in the moon did glitter. The pang, the curse with which they died had never passed away. I could not draw my eyes from theirs, nor turn them up to pray. So he has to keep looking at these dead men's eyes because that curse is there in the dead man's eye. And now the spell was snapped. Once more I viewed the ocean green, and looked far forth, and yet little saw of what else being seen. Like one that on a lonesome road doth walk in fear and dread, and having once turned round walks on, and turns no more his head, because he knows a frightful fiend doth close behind him tread. But soon there breathed a wind on me, nor sound nor motion made. Its path was not upon the sea, in ripple or in shade. It raised my hair, it fanned my cheek. Like a meadow gale of spring, it mingled strangely with my fears, and yet it felt like a welcoming. So he's got this fear that he talked about up here. That fear when you think somebody's following you. You look back once and you don't see anything, but then you just know somebody's there. So he's got that fear, but then he's got this sweet breath on his skin finally. This is the first time he's felt some wind, and it feels good, and he likes it, and he doesn't know what to do. Mingled strangely with my fears, yet it felt like a welcoming. So he's like, I think it's good, but I don't know. Swiftly flew the ship, yet she sailed softly too. Sweetly blew the breeze. On me alone it blew. Oh, dream of joy, this is indeed the lighthouse top I see. Is this the hill? Is this the kirk? Is this mine own country? So he's home. And actually, this is like a reverse writing of like when the poem first began, when he said there was a ship. He's like, the ship was cheered, the harbor cleared. Merrily we did drop below the kirk, below the hill, below the lighthouse top. And so now the lighthouse top is the first thing you see, then the hill, then the kirk. And he's like, I'm home! Awesome! We drifted o'er the harbor bar. So the harbor bar is the peninsula that sticks out, so they're now in the harbor. And with sobs did pray, so he's like, I'm home, I'm safe now. Oh, let me be awake, my God, or let me sleep alway. He's like, please let this not be a dream and just be tortured. The harbor bay was clear as glass, so smoothly it was strewn, and on the bay the moonlight lay, and the shadow of the moon. The rock shone bright, and the kirk no less, that stands above the rock. The moonlight steeped in silentness, as steady as a weathercock, and the bay was white with silent light, till rising from the same full many shapes the shadows were, in crimson colors came. A little distance from the prow those crimson shadows were. I turned mine eyes upon the deck. O Christ, what I saw there! Each course. So he's looking at the deck of the ship now, and at the dead bodies. Each corse lay flat, so the corpses are laying there, lifeless and flat. And by thy holy rood, a man, all light, a seraph man, so a ghost man, or an angel man. Seraph is actually an angel man. On every corpse there stood. So in every dead body, there's an angel standing there. The seraph band each waved his hand. It was a heavenly sight. They stood as signals to the land, each one a lovely light. So they're signaling to the land. This seraph band each waved his hand. No voice did they impart. No voice, but oh, the silence sank like music on my heart. But soon I heard the dash of oars. So their light that they sent off to the land, obviously somebody is now coming. But soon I heard the dash of oars. Somebody's oaring out to them. I heard the pilot's cheers. There's a guy, pilot, on there. My head had turned perforce away, and I saw a boat appear. The pilot and the pilot's boy, so there's two people on this little boat, rowboat. I heard them coming fast. Dear Lord in heaven, it was a joy, and the dead men could not blast. I saw a third. So there's a third guy on there. I heard his voice. It is the hermit, good. He singeth loudly his godly hymns, and he makes in the wood. He'll shrieve my soul, he'll wash away the albatross's blood. So there's this holy man, the hermit, on there. So he's very excited. He's like, I'm home. I can get rid of these sins. Everything is going to be okay. Of course, what we pointed out at the beginning of this was that he still hath penance more to do. That, of course, is going to get wrapped up here in part 7, which is the last part of The Ancient Mariner.